Hi, I'm Andre Forbes and I'd like to welcome you to the Free Drumless Tracks YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'd like to invite you to check out all of the tracks that I have. I have 200 drumless tracks on this YouTube channel currently, and I have much more on the actual website at freedrumlesstracks.net. If you're a returning member or subscriber, I'd like to talk to you about free drumless tracks and moving forward. So first of all, I just want to say thank you for subscribing. I started this venture back in 2014 and now I have over 27,000 subscribers, and I'm just thankful. It's very humbling when I see you all playing to my tracks on YouTube, Facebook, or even Instagram. It just lets me know that you appreciate the work that I've done. So with that being said, I want to discuss moving forward with possibly a subscription service. I know I've been creating these tracks for free for the past 4 years, and when I say free, they're actually free for personal use, so you can use them to practice with, use them to make drum covers, anything like that, but I don't make them available for you to go out and sell or distribute commercially. They're basically, the songs are tools for you to use to get better at your craft. Even show off what you can do with your craft. But as far as actually selling the tracks and doing that commercially, that's not what I made the tracks for. That may be something that I can do in the future moving forward. But I'd like to look into a subscription service, and what I'd be doing is not only bringing you the exact same thing that you're getting now, but I like to add other composers onto the roster, and just get you a variety of songs that you can play along to, and not just in my style. I'm aware that my style is heavy in gospel, funk, and fusion. I also play styles like rock, jazz, neo soul, pretty much anything else I can either mimic or get something really close to it. But my strengths are actually like funk, gospel, and fusion. But I like to add more. So I have some producers that I work with. They do rock and country. I have other producers that do funk and gospel as well, and even some trap. I just want to give you some diversity. That's always what I've been trying to do when I compose music for the channel. I may not be the best at every style, but I at least like to give you something to play with, And I've been doing that, like I said, keeping a new track up every week. It can be a little bit rough sometimes because I have to dig into my creative juices to, put something out every week. But my goal was to actually help the drumming community, and that's what I've been doing for the past 4 years. I've seen it in the comments. I get emails. I actually read all the comments that are on the videos, and I really do appreciate those. I see people telling me that they play it with tracks that I've made, and they wouldn't have had these tracks, or they wouldn't have had this opportunity to play to this particular style otherwise, because they're just not in the right environment. And I've seen drummers that have told me that just playing with the tracks has helped them to increase their skill level. I mean, just having something to play with, like, all drummers don't necessarily have a good band to play with all the time. And I completely get that. It's a lot of musicians don't actually have a band to play with all the time, but they just need something to help them to stay on top of their game with their craft. And that's kind of what I did with Free Drumless Tracks. I just created these tracks so drummers can keep on practicing, keep on getting better with their chops, licks, discipline, just everything. But with that being said, I'd also like to open this up to all musicians. I've had bass players, guitar players, horn players that have contacted me saying that they want some of their instrument-less tracks. So bassless tracks, hornless tracks, guitarless tracks, all that kind of stuff. So I like to make that available, and with that I'd also like to provide stems and possibly MIDI files to you, so you can do your own mixes with them and possibly use your own sounds. But for something like that, I'd like to start a subscription, and I need to set a price that would be feasible and affordable for you, because I know I've been providing this service for free, but I have to make a living just like everybody else. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to do this for 4 years without having to really charge you anything outside of the premium products on the site. But you know, I've been providing a new free drumless track every week for the past 4 years, basically. I just need to move forward and find a plan that works for you and for me. So I'm gonna have a questionnaire in the bottom of this video, and I'd like for you to check that out, fill it out. But I'd also like to tell you more about me and what I like to do outside of just this channel. I have another website called hotmusicfactory.com, and I do actually have royalty-free music there that can be used and distributed if you want once you buy it. And the way it's set up is just like the free drumless tracks. There's an A and a B section for each song, and you basically have access to the individual instruments and MIDI files, and the tempo is provided and everything, so you can literally mix it or use your own new instruments as opposed to the ones that are provided. You have a lot more flexibility, and you can do a lot more with it. You can add an intro, do whatever. If you have another producer that you work with, they could add an intro or a verse or a tag for you. There's just a lot of things that you can do with it, and you basically can have access to all of that with the subscription service. I'm basically trying to combine these two sites together so it can be opened up to all musicians. Free Drumless track is specifically for drummers, but like I said, I've done so much, and a lot of other musicians have just opened up to me saying that they kind of want in on it. So, you know, they want the bassless tracks and the hornless and guitarless tracks and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to make this available for everyone. A lot of people just like my compositions, and I'm well aware that I don't always use different sounds. When I compose music, since I do this on a weekly basis, I use templates, and I'm just being open with you. I use templates, and yes, the sounds are the same a lot of times, but I usually make different creations. So it's the creativity that I'm actually putting out. It's not so much the sounds that, you know, that probably attract people, but it's just the actual arrangements that I do. I like to focus more on creativity anyway, as opposed to just getting the best sounds, the latest sounds, because sounds will always change. They will always keep updating. They'll never stop. So I'd rather just put out, you know, music that sounds good and let people do what they want with it. But I'm a musician. I love music. I love various different styles of music, and I really do want to keep giving back to the musician community. Like I said, I'm human. I need to make a living out of doing this, and I've been fortunate enough to do it for 4 years, but now I just need to kind of come up with another plan. So if you would be willing to support me or support what I do, that would be awesome. I'm just gonna put some options down below in a link with the questionnaire and survey, so you can let me know what you feel, or you can tell me what you feel is reasonable or a reasonable way to support me. I'm just trying to get some consistent income here, because right now, I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you, there's not a lot of money that I make from free drumless tracks. I get ad revenue, but I'd say it doesn't add up to more than, on average, it doesn't add up to more than $300 a month. Maybe a little over that sometimes, but you know, that's cumulative over the years. It's gotten to that, but it's really not a whole lot of money in this. And you know, I still have bills that equal a lot more than $300 a month. But you know, this is just something that I wanted to do for my fellow musicians. So that's why I keep doing it. It's kind of a labor of love for me. I enjoy composing music. You know, I even look at the likes and dislikes. You know, sometimes I wonder, like, you know, I put up this free track to play along with, and I get like a couple of dislikes, and I'm like, wow, really? Was it that bad? I mean, but that's just me as a composer. You know, when you put your own original music up, you always have to be prepared to deal with criticism. So it's fine. You know, if you don't like my tracks, that's fine as well. I don't expect everybody to like everything that I do, but of the 27,000 subscribers that I do have, I like to appreciate them for liking the tracks and, you know, just helping me to get to where I'm at right now with this community. So That being said, I'd also like to tell you about my website, my personal website, andreforbes.com. I just do so much more than compose music. I've also gotten into photography. I've done a little animation, film production, editing, and just all of that kind of stuff. I'm working on a web series now that's called Not So Innocent, and it's an action sci-fi thriller. It's my first film that I've ever worked on, so I take all mistakes in love when it finally comes out. But you know, it's an actual fun process to me. It's something that I get to tell the story through, you know, audio and visual. I'm probably gonna compose it as well. I might get another composer to help me out with that, but I do a lot of things. So I just wanna I wanted to have like a one-on-one talk with you all, because I've never really talked to you one-on-one just on the channel, because I'm usually just putting up tracks. But I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about who I am, and I plan to do a follow-up video after this once I get your feedback from the questionnaire and surveys that I'll be putting down below, just to kind of, you know, speak with you and get your feedback and see what you're looking for and what you think would work fairly well for you and for me. You know, this is a community that we're building here. I know there are other sites that have drumless tracks, but this is my personal style of drumless tracks. It's the Andre Forbes brand, I guess you can say. But I want to keep this going, so I'm basically asking for your support to help me out. Basically, I'm just trying to keep some type of stable income going. I basically do this for a living, and I'm trying to keep it going. You know, I love music. I can't state that enough. I love music. I love creating music. It will always be a part of my life. It's just gonna always be there. So I'm trying to share it with the world, basically. But I like to also be able to make a living. Like you, I have to make a living. I have bills I gotta pay. They don't go away. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep rambling on, but I hope that you will be able to check me out. Go to andreforbes.com, get a little bit more information about me. I'm a down-to-earth person, really laid back. I'm an introvert actually, so I don't mind working alone all the time, but I do appreciate, you know, finding other good musicians to play along with. But that's just a little bit about me. I'll probably have some more conversations with you about me and what I'm doing in the future. But for now, check out the survey and the questionnaire below. Please fill it out. Give me your feedback. Tell me what you would be willing to do to support what I'm doing, and we can go from there. Thanks a lot, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll speak to you later.